today's video is something a little bit different from what I've done in the past. And the first video I really wanted to make was about American football. But recently, in the last few hours or so, a new video has come out about how the final experiment has failed. It's about GEMATRIA. And I shall tell you what GEMATRIA is in just a few seconds. G'day, hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. It is very much appreciated. Yes, as I mentioned in the introduction there, I've been wanting to make a GEMATRIA video for quite some time. Like I said, it was going to be on American football, but when the channel Mr. GEMATRIA brought out a video about Dave McKeegan, I just couldn't resist. The Flat Earthers have been reeling since the final experiment happened a couple of weeks ago, and they're clasping at any straw that they can to say that it was all fake. This is absolutely no exception. So first of all, what is GEMATRIA? It's used in numerology, and it is predominantly used, or was predominantly used by the Hebrews. And what you do is you take a word or a sentence or a phrase, you put it into the GEMATRIA calculator, and it will give you a numeric value of that word. For example, a word in Hebrew called chai, which means alive, has a value of 18. And therefore the number 18 is considered a lucky number for the Jews. You then take those numbers and you take a phrase, say from the Bible, you get the numeric value, and you can read into it, well, you can read into it what you want, but it sort of adds some meaning to that phrase. Right, so this video is in sort of two parts. He's trying to debunk Dave McKeegan's time-lapse video from Punta Arenas to Union Glacier, and then he goes into GEMATRIA about Dave McKeegan and some other stuff. So first of all, let's break down the time-lapse video from Dave McKeegan.
Okay, let's take a look at Dave McKeegan's time-lapse here of when they take off from Punta Arenas to Union Glacier really quick here.
Not a great start. First of all, it's called Punta Arenas. Please get that right. And the camera that Dave used is a camera called Insta360, and it records it does what it says on the tin. It records in 360 degrees. At the top of the top left corner of this Dunwich video, you see a little sort of joystick. Now I'll demonstrate shortly what that means.
As you see, the plane takes off, and you see it up in the air in the sky. And if you go to YouTube, you see this point of view here. If we download the video, we see this point of view here, so you can actually see the window and the actual, plane taking off. McKeegan over here, as you see, and all this, you see the plane, the sky, the clouds, just like we saw on YouTube, but this is a different point of view. You can either zoom in or zoom out. It looks very realistic, right?
It looks realistic because it is. It's that simple. Footage of the plane taxiing and then taking off in the air. Now, what this guy is about to say, to be honest, completely debunks himself. You'll understand when you see it.
Only to the untrained eye. If we go back to YouTube, we're gonna take a look at another demo video regarding matte painting from a YouTuber called Wonderson. And as you see here, it looks very, very similar to McKeegan's footage.
It looks nothing like it. Absolutely nothing like it whatsoever.
Of taking off from Putin's Arenas to Union Glacier. And as you see here, this guy's breaking down how matte painting is done, how you can make it come alive during a video, live stream, whatever you want. So if we go back to YouTube with Dave McKeegan's footage, as you can see here, this plane, it's a matte painting paint, completely fake. It looks passable, but like I said, only to the untrained eye.
And I'm guessing that you are an expert and that you have been to college or university and studied this and got a diploma or a degree. Or it could be that you're just a freaking idiot. You've completely debunked yourself. That clip that you showed was for a very short section of video. Dave's video shows it right from taxiing to takeoff to landing. So that means the whole thing would have to be rendered, which is just a ridiculous idea. Now, while I was talking about the joystick, let's have a look at that, and this will again completely explain how ridiculous this claim is. Okay, so this is Dave's video, so we'll play it right from the beginning. So bit of a taxi into the runway and then take off. Okay, through the clouds, etc, etc. Now, I mentioned this button up here, so if you actually click on that, you can move the camera around. And you can move it up. You can move it back. And Dave was sitting there. So this can't be matte painting. It's impossible. And to make such a claim is highly pathetic.
If we take a look at Dave McKeegan's Gematria, we get the number 91 in ordinal simple English Gematria, and he links to the word deception also in ordinal with 91 simple English Gematria. He also links to blue marble with 91 in simple English Gematria, and we can also link Dave McKeegan with the number 91 with also flat earth over here with number 91. Also, Dave McKeegan links to the number 62 in reverse Pythagorean numerology with Masonic order with the number 62 in Pythagorean numerology.
Okay, so 91 is a bit of a theme with the words that you want to use that sort of add to your narrative. That's fine. But how can it be 62 in reverse Pythagorean gematria, and then you use another word that's 62 in reduction. That doesn't make sense. Surely you would just use one or the other. But then again, it doesn't fit your narrative, does it?
Also, we can link them to the number 91, and over here with Masonic order with the number 190 in reverse simple English gematria. And like I've said before in my other videos, in gematria 0 has no value, so 190 can become technically 19 and 91, like over here, the inverted number of 91, which is this one, 190.
Okay. Now you're just taking the piss. Now you are just literally extracting the urine. So you've taken another word because it fits your narrative. That came in reverse numerology or whatever it is at 190. But, you know, forget about the 0, has no value, which is actually true. But then that leaves it as 19. But then to fit your narrative again, you switch the numbers round so that all of a sudden 190 matches 91. You're taking the piss. Here's a few other words that also contain 91 with using your reasoning. We have Chuck, for example, in reverse reduction. That's 19, so there you go, that's 91. You've also got oblate, which is the actual shape of the Earth. It's an oblate spheroid. Again, in reverse reduction, it's 19, therefore it's 91. Also, sphere. Who would have thought that? In ordinary numerology, that's actually 91. And then I threw in, just for shits and giggles, Western Australia. That comes up as 109 in reverse reduction. But of course, we take out the 0 because it's got no value, leaves us with 19. Therefore, that's 91. Anything just to fit your narrative. It's absolutely pathetic.
1991. Also, the word PSYOP has the number 91, just like Dave McKeegan, 91. And also very interesting that Union Glacier Camp has the number 91 in reverse Pythagorean numerology and matches Dave McKeegan with the number 91, also in simple English gematria, and PSYOP with the number 91 in simple English gematria. Also very interesting that the mountain, Mount Rossman, which is this one, the one that I made a video regarding this mountain being pasted as a matte painting on their supposedly trip to Antarctica Union Glacier. On one of my videos, I linked this mountain to a picture from 2016 being the same identical mountain pasted on their footage. If we go back to the gematria for Mount Rossman, we get the number 182 in ordinal, which is simple English gematria. Very interesting that the number 182 also links to the word thought control, which is mind control also, which is a government term that they use for mind control, thought control. We get the number 182 in reverse simple English gematria and matches 182 over here with Mount Rossman with ordinal simple English gematria.
Now you're seriously grasping at straws. First of all, what has thought control got to do with a mountain? I'm really confused. And it's also interesting that you said thought control, but then kept calling it mind control. Because if you use mind control, then you get this. And as we can see, none of those numbers match your narrative. So you had to come up with thought control.
Also very interesting that Mount Rossman also has the number 47 in reduction, which is Pythagorean numerology. And 47 also links to Masonic with the number 74 in ordinal, which is simple English gematria, and 74 is the inverted number of 47. Also, we take a look at Dave McKeegan's YouTube page. You can see the one-eye symbolism. And, you know, Freemasons love the one-eye symbolism. It links back to, you know, the Eye of Horus back in the day of ancient Egypt, and a chapter of the Torah of Exodus.
It's not called the Eye of Horrors. It's called the Eye of Providence, and has been used by countries around the globe. And yes, I said globe. And Dave McKeegan is a professional photographer, so why wouldn't he have a picture of his eye? Because that's what he uses to take pictures. You really are dumb. In fact, don't let me say it. Let someone else say it.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
So the question is, again, is the final experiment and Dave McKeegan using matte painting techniques to fake the final experiment?
No.
You can't fix stupid.
And just to prove a point about this gematria nonsense, I put Mr. Gematria into the Gematinator, or whatever it's called, and we get 51. Then I put some other words in there, like desperate, 51, conspiracy, 51, pointless, 51, make stuff, 51. I didn't put make stuff up in because it didn't fit my narrative, so make stuff will do. And Birmingham City, you get 151. It's not quite 51, but I had to throw in Birmingham City somewhere, didn't I? Okay, that'll do it for this video. I know it was long, but I hope you got to the end. If you did like it, please consider clicking the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel. If it's your first time here and you like the content, there's an icon round about here that you can click and become a subscriber. Don't forget to click the bell so you get notifications of future videos. Please share it around. That really helps as well. And that's it. Thank you so much if you got this far again. I'll see you on the next video. G'day.